out of the competition, so it just leaves the remaining 3. So we've got Josie, we've got Calvin, and Derek is off, Josie is off, and that means the first head of household is Calvin. Hello and welcome to my channel Startup Simsy, and this is episode 2 of my Big Brother Let's Play. So in the last episode we met our 8 house guests that have moved into this Big Brother house. I said it was for the next 6 weeks, it's actually the next 7 weeks, and there'll be more information on that later. But in the last episode we saw Calvin become the first head of household of the season. So he is currently just here at the moment and he's talking to Jaren. So there's a lot of conversations happening at the moment, and today, in today's episode, we will find out who Calvin has nominated for potential eviction from the Big Brother house, which is very exciting. Brianna is playing chess on her own. So as I said in the last episode, I won't be controlling their desires or anything like that, or having conversation, but what I might do is look at people's whims and kind of have a look at what I can do to kind of in-game for that. A lot of people down talking by the TVs down here. So we've got Josie and Derek there having a conversation. We've also got Adelaide there, and we've got Deacon as well. So a lot of good conversations are taking place. Aubrey is just chilling in the pool on her own, so she's just taking in life. She didn't win the last head of household, so she's like, what will be will be. Sentiment game, you make my day so much better. Thanks for making me smile, Josie. So them two are clearly becoming very good friends, which is exciting to see. So Josie is reading a book at the moment. Still quite a lot of conversation happening in the main living room. I mean, maybe I should get rid of the TV because I feel like they're all just congregating around it. Okay, so I have got rid of the TVs in the house. I just felt like they were just congregating around it too much and their friendships were going up too quickly. And obviously this is a 7-week game, so we really need to take our time with it. So I got rid of that TV. So Derek is off to join Brianna at the chess table. This is where all the conversations happen about the game up here. So as we all know, Big Brother is like a game of chess. So they're having many a discussion over that and getting their skill levels up as well. Oh, he was over that very quickly. Are you going to talk? Okay, he just wanted to interrupt Brianna's game just to talk to her, clearly. Oh, and he's back down. Okay. So Derek can't make up his mind about what he wants to do. Oh, and we've got someone else joining. We've got Jaren as well over here. So we've got Brianna, Jaren, and Derek are up here playing chess. Is this the start of a new alliance? Is this something that's brewing? Are the 3 of them gutted that neither of them became the first head of household, and they're talking about who they think that Calvin might nominate? So Calvin and Adelaide are discussing and talking in the storeroom. Wonder if he's sharing who he might nominate with her. So Calvin wants to play a video game, so I feel like we'll do that once he stops his conversation with Adelaide. Oh, and they've just been interrupted by Josie. she's getting a glass of water. She's like, yeah, I'm just gonna get a glass of water. Them two speaking in here is definitely suspicious. If we've all seen the show, we know a lot of dancing happens in here, and then that awkward door will open and they just stop. And I feel like that's probably what just happened in here. So Aubrey has now joined them upstairs with Brianna, Derek, and Jaren. So they're... Oh, and as I said, that Derek is getting up to leave. I feel like he's just getting up all the time every time I go to say anything. But he's like, oh yeah, this is a really nice house. And they're all like talking game. And he's like, oh yeah, this is really pretty. Aubrey's stolen Jaren's seat. Can he get... Oh yeah, I was about to say, can he get out of there? So, Derek, hot-headed lesson. Brianna is a hothead. These Sims tend to be angry often. So, Aubrey wants to critique something. So, I feel like we can do that while she's not talking to anyone. Let's critique this statue over here. So, as I said, I'm going to just do their whims and their desires in this game, only if they're not already talking to someone. And I'll just kind of take turns with that and try and do it as fairly as possible, but I'm not going to control them to talk to anyone. So Derek and Aubrey are now in the bedroom talking. I feel like over here we've got Calvin, and he's just like pulling everyone into the storeroom. So he's got Deacon in there at the moment, and he's like one at a time bringing them in. He knows he's got nominations coming up tomorrow morning. He's like, well, we are gonna, you know, find out. We are going to find out all the information, and we are going to, you know, use that to my advantage, and I'm going to nominate the best 2 people for my game. So he's going out swinging, it feels like. So while he's head of household, let's take a look at Calvin's traits and his personality. So he is a glutton. He absolutely hates children, which is really good that there is no children in this game. He's a bit of a geek, and he's dastardly. So dastardly Sims perform stronger and more successful mean interactions. He hasn't got any likes or dislikes just yet. So if you want to read Calvin's full biography, you can. I'll link it below, as with all the other 7 house guests will have their full biography at the bottom, which includes a bit more information that I didn't mention in the first episode. So it has their relationship status, it has their traits, their weaknesses, their strengths as well. I feel like Adelaide's like, what the hell is going on right now? Brianna's just getting some food, putting it in the microwave. I feel like I actually hate it when they go into the kitchen, they go into the fridge, they get their food, and then they don't eat it. Like, nothing annoys me or frustrates me more than that, and Brianna just did that. So we've got Audrey at the dining table. She's a bit early for the nomination ceremony, but this is where the nomination ceremony will take place tomorrow morning. Jaren's just randomly doing push-ups in the storeroom. He's clearly psyching himself up for, you know, in case he's nominated and he needs to win the power of veto this week, or maybe the next head of household competition. So a lot happening in the kitchen at the moment. We've got Deacon, we've got Josie, we've got Calvin, we've got Aubrey, and we've got Brianna. Aubrey needs a toilet again. I better not... Oh, someone's on it. So, yeah, a lot happening here at the moment. So Calvin and Aubrey are discussing. So Calvin's just acquired the charisma skill. So Calvin's new skill in charisma will allow him to successfully joke more frequently and learn about other Sims faster. More varied types of interactions unlock at higher levels. Okay, Jaren's joined the kitchen now. I feel like this is obviously the hub of where everyone's at 6:45 p.m. at night. Everyone's kind of looking for food. So everyone's inside apart from Derek, who is now going to go inside. He obviously needs the bathroom. I feel like Adelaide and Calvin are just like where do we put these dishes? Isn't there someone here that can do this for us? And that's what the dishwasher's for. Oh, I feel like Josie needs to move. Okay, so Calvin and Brianna are building their relationship there as well. Aubrey's just gone for a swim on her own. She's like, it's too chaotic in there. I need to get out. I need to just go for a swim, clear my head. She's like, I'm probably going to get nominated tomorrow. It's going to be really interesting because I've not looked at the relationships myself and to see who Calvin does nominate and where those kind of first alliances kind of form, which will be really interesting. Oh, she's uncomfortable. You need to go toilet. Oh, Josie just became good friends with Jaren, and Jaren became good friends with Josie. Is that a little bit of an alliance there? Jaren and Josie are just discussing at the breakfast bar. I feel like everyone is very much just getting on at the moment, which is good. No one's really, you know, testing any boundaries. We've not seen anyone get angry. Oh, the fridge is broken. Too many people are using it, obviously. Derek, are you okay? I feel like he's just like sat there, like just like, I am so happy to be in this house right now, and he's obviously just lost in that. He's not talking to anyone. He's like sat in a corner like, this is great, this is amazing. While Brianna just like cleans them and mops, and he just does absolutely nothing. Gosh, everyone does love to hang out in this kitchen, don't they? And I feel like everyone, like we've got Brianna doing the mopping, we've got Deacon here taking the trash out as well, and we've still got Derek just kind of staring into nothing. Jaren's making some food. What's he making? Oh, he's making a salad. Oh, and finally Derek gets up to talk to Josie. I thought they were about to sit on the same stool then. That would have been very awkward. So finally Derek is having some sort of... Oh, I was about to say he's having some sort of conversation, but Josie just got up. So our head of household is sitting with Josie and Adelaide, which Aubrey is clearly noticing. She's like, I'm going to get in on this. I'm going to sit right here, plant myself right next to the HOH. She's watching, isn't she? She's like, I am watching what's going on here. I'm not letting any conversation happen without me being part of it. Look at her, she's literally just pacing around Calvin. She's like, oh, I will be part of this conversation, let me in. Poor Adelaide there has been pushed out and shoved out of this conversation. So when Derek is not just sat on a stool staring into space, he's just sleeping, obviously. Brianna, why does Brianna sleep in the garden on the sofa and now in this spare room on the sofa? Does she not know we have 8 beds? Like, go get yourself a bed, girl. So the last 3 house guests up are Jaren, Josie, and head of household Calvin. Josie's going up to play chess, leaving Calvin and Jaren to just apparently just stand there and stare at each other. I don't know if they're actually going to have a conversation with each other. Oh no, Calvin's going up to his head of household room, and Jaren's just going to sit there with his food. So head of household Calvin is off to bed. This is like the most bro thing I've ever seen happen. Derek's got up in the middle of the night. Jaren was just stood at the dishwasher. Derek was just stood at the dishwasher. Both just staring. No one saying anything. It's clearly 1:27 in the morning. They're like, nope, conversation's done. What will be at nominations will be. So Derek and Josie are having a middle of the night swim. Leveling up that fitness skill, which would have come in handy with yesterday's head of household competition, Josie, just a little bit too late. I don't know why she's not going to bed. Like, her social battery is making her uncomfortable. She's clearly wanted to go to bed, but she's like, no, I'm going to swim at 3:20 in the morning. Oh, and Brianna's joined them. And a party of 3 at 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so it's day 3 inside the Big Brother house now. Everyone is fast asleep apart from Deacon we've got down here making some food. So this morning is a very important day. It is the first nominations ceremony of the season. Calvin will nominate 2 of his fellow house guests for potential eviction from the Big Brother house this morning. But first we're just going to see what everyone's doing. I mean, it was quite a late night last night. There were a few people in the pool and a few people playing chess as well. What is going on here between Adelaide and Derek? Oh, Adelaide needs a shower. Real bad. But instead she's going to go get food, which is a girl after my own heart, really, actually. Oh, Derek's following Adelaide into the storeroom. So Calvin's just up in his HOH ensuite, looking in the mirror, kind of psyching himself up, ready for his nominations. And he's making his way downstairs for the first time today. Okay, so I think we're going to now head into the first nomination ceremony of the season. House guests, please make your way to the dining room for today's nomination ceremony. Okay, so Calvin is making his way down to the dining room for the first nominations ceremony of the season. And there you have it, the first nomination ceremony has taken place and Calvin has nominated Deacon and Josie for potential eviction from the Big Brother house. That's all we have time for today. Tune in next time where we have the Power of Veto competition. Who will win the Power of Veto, and will it be used to save either Deacon or Josie? And if so, who will Calvin name as the replacement nominee? Join us next time. Thank you.